Today's topic, breakfast.
Who has time to make a full hot pot for breakfast before work?
Older folks told kids that you couldn't eat this, so they could save it for themselves.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Jason Wang and welcome to Jason's Table Shocked and Surprised. Today's topic, breakfast. And why breakfast? Well, breakfast is often the most important meal of the day, and there's a Taiwanese saying, 一日之计在于晨, and that is the day's plan starts with the breakfast. So I want to welcome my guest today. Hi, John.
Hello, Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. Great to meet you.
And speaking of breakfast, I think I used to be a public school teacher, so definitely breakfast sets you up for how you do the rest of your day.
Yeah.
And breakfast, I remember being in the US, all sorts of different things to eat for breakfast. Okay, so the name of the game is we're gonna sample 2 dishes, and you have to tell me which one of the 2 dishes is a traditional Taiwanese breakfast.
Okay.
If you guess correctly, we have a little prize for you. But if you guess incorrectly, there's also a punishment, and it's also something maybe food related. So.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
So bring on today's breakfast food. Only one of these is a traditional breakfast food in Taiwan.
Okay.
We're gonna sample both of them, and then you're gonna tell me what your guess is. But
Yes, this is genuinely my first meal of the day.
this dish is done like this.
Such a professional over here. It smells beautiful though, I will say.
Okay, so I will say that it is beef.
Okay. Is
You'll have to-
this ginger?
Ginger.
Ooh, I love ginger.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers. Delicious. Delicious. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm tasting, it's a very clean tasting broth. Umami flavor, definitely, but it's not overpowering or super heavy.
Feels very clean, which is the type of eating I love to do. So
Okay.
very, kind of lean protein right there. The broth is just a nice mix of oils, and then the ginger. It's delicious.
Yeah, I think
delicious.
the ginger in there, the little bit of freshness just
Yeah.
gives a nice kick and just cleans the palate. So okay, so here's number 2.
This one looks a little more dangerous.
Number 2 is hot pot style.
Okay, love it.
This is pork.
Okay.
And then there's vegetables, and then there's tofu.
Try that tofu.
and
That
tofu.
looks yummy.
Okay. Do you like tofu?
I do love tofu. Yes. Is that duck's blood?
Yes, this is duck's
I
blood.
do. I can. I'll try. For the sake of the show, I'll go.
So you know what's going on. I'll give you a little broth here.
Okay.
Have you had hot pot a lot?
I am a big fan of hot pot, but because I feel I can do very clean style hot pot.
Ah, that's true. Hot pot is actually a very healthy way
Yeah.
because you just put everything in. All right.
Just put everything in, yeah.
All right. So cheers.
Cheers.
Let's have a go
Start
with
with
this.
broth. Cheers, everyone. A little spice, a
little
kick.
spice, yeah.
I love that. I do like spice in the morning too. I don't know if that's the best for my health, but
you know, especially in tropical countries, I know like Thailand and Southeast Asia, a lot of spicy foods just to counteract the heat. This is not as aggressive tasting as I would have thought. The broth, but there's a bit of kick from the chili oil.
chili oil.
Yeah. Woo! Wow.
I love that, like, what is it, the Sichuan peppercorn?
Sichuan peppercorn,
Just
yeah.
kind of numbs your mouth. That's lovely.
You get a little tingle, a nice full flavored broth, and again, you have all these different goodies you can eat while you're in there. So,
Gosh,
okay.
I don't know if you're trying to trick me here or
We
what.
are trying to trick you. We are trying to trick you.
I'm worried.
All right. So,
Okay, first of all, it is delicious, can I say?
both are very, very,
Very, very delicious. This is not like weird.
Only one of these is a traditional Taiwanese breakfast. Which one is it? Is it A, this soup with the beef, or is it B, the hot pot?
I love that this is so simple. So
Okay.
I feel like would Taiwanese families start with more simple, or would they do more of a pork dish, like a Western kind of, for me in America, we do bacon.
Yeah. Bacon, eggs, the whole shebang, yeah.
You get a complete balanced meal. But I'm like, who has time to make a full hot pot for breakfast before work?
But Taiwanese people love their food, so
They do.
It's not out of the question. Certainly not out of the question. Best guess.
Best guess, because it's simple, I'm gonna go with this.
Okay. So
This would be in the evenings for me.
is John correct? Is the traditional breakfast food this beef soup or the hot pot? It is in fact the beef soup. Very good. So this is the actual breakfast item.
Really?
So this is wintino, which is actual beef that has been freshly butchered in the morning. And this is from the Tainan region, the southern part of Taiwan.
Yes.
This was developed because in the Tainan they have a lot of agriculture and farming, so people really need a hearty breakfast to set their day off right. So the broth, a nice, clean, delicious, fragrant broth poured over the beef slices, a little bit fragrant ginger. Protein, you got hydration, you got a nice complete breakfast, and you're ready to start your day. So
Thank you for that history too.
Oh,
I loved hearing a little bit about that. When
and
would you
hot
eat
pot.
this?
You talked about mala, which has Sichuan peppercorn in there. There's a spice.
Yeah.
Hot pot is a super fun thing to eat. You can put all sorts of things in there. Mala, people might not have had before, but it just gives another layer of flavor with the kick in the chilies.
Love it.
And that special item, you had the duck's blood.
Duck's blood,
Yeah, so it looks like a piece of tofu, but it's made with duck's blood. The texture is actually very, very soft and has a little bit of irony taste to it, but yeah, so, okay.
Feels very nutritious.
Well, John, I have to say thank you for sacrificing your stomach for us for breakfast today. But it was worth it because you got the question correct. And as a result, you get a reward.
Okay.
So our reward today, something, a surprise.
Hey! What do we got?
These are traditional Taiwanese sweets, and they're made with mung beans and shaped into little cakes.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
So our food is here. We have 2 items, and again, only one of these is a traditional breakfast food in Taiwan. Let's start with this one. What does it look like to you?
If I look like this, it looks like actually a potato, but
It smells good. Okay, cheers.
I love.
Try it. Let's try it. So what are you tasting? I'm tasting some kind of sausage, and I see there's a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of cilantro, and a little bit of, it's good, right?
Yeah.
It's good. Would you eat this for breakfast?
For me, yes. I would like to eat this for breakfast.
Because it's kind of like sausage if you had like American style breakfast, but
Yeah, for me, every morning I eat something so heavy because I believe that I need the energy for all day, the breakfast.
all right. So we're gonna go on to item number 2. Have you had this before? Do you know what this is?
But it looks like bread in the far.
Looks like bread. What else do you see here? Anything interesting?
I see the onion, garlic. Okay.
All right, so this is how we eat this one.
That's milk with the garlic.
It's
It look like.
all right. Stir it around a little bit.
Is that
Please go ahead.
smell wonderful?
What's it smell like?
It's salty. You can
Salty.
tell that- yeah, it's not sweet.
Oh gosh. Okay. So it's already changing texture, but are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. It's like cheesy. No, not cheesy. I mean, like a milk, but like a milk stay in the fridge for 1 month. You know?
Like spoiled milk.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell what that is?
It looks like a bread. It's like a bread.
Yeah.
It's bread.
It's this type of bread. Yeah, it's fried bread.
It's bread that's spicy.
It's a little bit spicy. Has a lot of flavors going on in there. There's
Yeah.
textures. Yeah.
That's I like them. This is so much flavor,
Flavor?
in here, but I'm curious about the
Like
taste.
what
I
is
cannot,
pinpoint?
I cannot compare with nothing from what I tried
Okay,
before.
so it's something you've never ever
Yeah.
had before. Okay, a little bit surprising. All right, so now that you've had that, you can taste a little bit more. Yeah, which one do you think it is? Is it A, the soup, or is it B, the sausage?
It followed my logic that my mother would teach me. I think the traditional Taiwanese is soup because this one is much heavy, you know, and
Okay.
I don't think that before people
Like
would eat
start their
something
day?
like-
Okay. All right. So Vadim thinks that it is the soup that is the traditional breakfast food.
Yeah.
Is Vadim correct? Yes. Yay! So this is salty soy milk. So what I was pouring in here is soy milk,
Yeah.
but because there's vinegar and then there's some soy sauce and salty things in here, there is youtiao, which is the little fried dough stick, and then there's little shrimps, and then there's little pickled radish. Okay, well, congratulations to Vadim. You guessed the correct answer, so you get a prize. It is pork jerky.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
So Vadim, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Two delicious foods in front of us, some of them a little strange looking, but only one of these is a breakfast food in Taiwan. Let's take a look at item number one. There's a little bit of sesame on the outside and it looks like some kind of bread item. And then this one we'll get to in just a little bit, but
Oh, wow.
it looks kind of like a burrito wrap to me, so I'm just gonna use my hands.
Ah, okay.
So pardon me. Okay, definitely some kind of bread item. I love bread. It's a little chewy. The middle's a little bit crunchy.
It's like a fried, right? For me, it's good.
Okay, so there's
Yeah,
sesame and it's a bread and
Yeah,
it's
I
like
love sesame.
It's
Oh.
like a sandwich.
Yes,
so.
yes.
Okay, so that's item number one. And item number two. What is this?
Oh,
Looks a little scary. Looks a little different.
I know.
And I don't know if this is something that you might think of as a breakfast food. This is actually pig's feet. Pig's feet.
Okay.
Now, pork, shank, ham hock, lots of different names, but when you say pig's feet, it sounds a little scary, but it's just another cut of the pork, and it's braised here in soy sauce and some rock sugar. But let's have a taste. It's on the bone.
So this is pork, right?
Pork, definitely pork. So one for you, one for me, and cheers. What do you think? I mean, first of all, it's very tender. Because
Yes.
right when it goes in the mouth, it's very tender and the flavor is very nice and it looks like it might be very salty, but it's not very.
No. A
Salty.
little salty and a little bit sweet, right? Yeah. That's good.
And I think the texture is really nice. So it's like a nice braised piece of meat, very strong, nice aromatic flavoring with, I think, soy sauce and some other things. And
I was thinking it's a little spicy, but no. It's
not spicy.
No.
So if you had to guess which one of these is the traditional breakfast food,
For me, I think it's this one.
this one. And why do you think it might be this one?
Because this, I think in the morning is
Like this, it's like, good morning.
no,
right? It's a lot.
like yeah. Maybe for me,
You
it's
think
better.
this
Yeah.
one? Okay. So the traditional breakfast food that Norma thinks is Taiwanese is this one. Is she correct? Yes. Yes. So the real answer is this is the correct
Oh, yes.
breakfast food. So
yes.
this is what is called shaobing and youtiao.
Xiaoping youtiao.
Yeah. So shaobing is the bread that's on the outside,
Okay.
and youtiao, this particular one, it is a dough that's fried in oil, and it gets nice and crispy. There's a long tradition of eating this in Taiwanese culture, and it shows up in many, many other dishes. Now, when this was first developed, you can see it's a little bit oily,
Yes.
right? And when you're eating, you don't want to get oil all over your hands. So
No, it's
they
okay.
came up with this one, the shaobing, which is inside a giant kind of oven with stones in there. So it's stuck against the wall and it bakes up nice and crispy. And it's a kind of an edible napkin on
Yes,
the
yes, I
outside
saw, yeah.
and with beautiful sesame. So this is a traditional breakfast. This one is a traditional pork ham hock or pig's feet. This was traditionally, people joked that older folks told kids that you couldn't eat this. And the reason why, it's because they thought it was so delicious, they didn't want to give it to the kids.
Oh.
So they told the kids that if you eat this, you'd have bad luck or bad things would happen to you.
Really?
And so they
Oh.
could save it for themselves to eat.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That's how much people
Okay.
love their food in Taiwan.
Okay.
So again, it's braised in ginger, some soy sauce,
Oh, yeah.
a little rock sugar. So you mentioned a little bit
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But people love the texture of the outside, the skin, the collagen.
Oh, really?
And then with the meat on the inside, it's a nice traditional special occasion dish that takes some skill to prepare. So.
Yes, nice. Looks good.
So, because you guessed correctly, you win a prize.
Oh, really? Ooh.
So let's have the prize. It is
Oh.
this.
Oh, thank you. And this is.
Fengli su, so traditional
su.
pineapple cake from Taiwan.
Okay. Thank you.
And
Yes.
we've got to sample some amazing breakfast foods. Some shocking, some surprising, but all of them delicious. So we'll see you next time for Jason's Table, Shocked and Surprised. Bye. For more information, check out the website and don't forget to download the Taiwan Plus app and like and subscribe our YouTube channel so you can stay updated on the latest news and developments.